Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Pathologic. In the last video, what have we done? It's been a week and a day. It was the last recorded the game. I wanted my uploads to catch up to where I was in the game before I recorded again. So bear with me. I had to try and remember what we did. If I recall correctly, we met with the Inquisitor, who told us that she believes the disease came from under the ground, that it's like mineral in origin. And the only person that we know of who has access to something that goes underground was Vlad the Younger, his well. And so we went there to talk with him, and he didn't really want to talk with us. So we went and visited Aspity, who told us that Vlad the Younger was actually responsible for closing the cemetery, for inciting a riot, despite his father, because he knew that the disease was already in the cemetery at the time. This is something that we knew, kind of, as well. Well, did we? We knew that he closed it, but I was going with it was to prevent the infection from getting into the cemetery, although secretly I did think that the infection was inside of it. I think we talked about that briefly. But the official response from Vlad the Younger was to stop the infection from getting in there. Right? This is one of the reasons why the Ogimskis mentioned to the Canes that the cemetery was closed before the polyhedron was, and that if they want to search the cemetery, they need to let people into the polyhedron, which the Canes are not willing to do because I'm pretty sure it actually is the case that there is no disease in the polyhedron whatsoever. So in any case, Aspity told us this information and accused us of wanting more attention from girls, which seems a bit odd because we get all the attention we could possibly want as Daniel Dankovsky. And now we are going back to talk with Vlad. And I think that's what we're doing. So bear with me, everyone. It's been, again, a week and a day. We're a little hungry. We're a little tired. So I'm going to go ahead and have some vegetables. And I need to take a look at my equipment. We have a rifle equipped. Let's put back on the scalpel. We're not wearing our clothes. Let's put on our clothes. Actually, no, let's leave the clothes off. We have plenty of drugs. Tons of stuff to trade. Okay, that's very good. We needed to find some children. Children! We need children. We need children now! Children now! We need to trade for more drugs. Alright, so my plan currently is... Oh, you know what? I should check. Let's see. I check the quest just to make sure I'm correct with everything I said. Yes, okay, so we have subterranean rot. What is this? Panacea Black Market. I don't remember this. Yet again, they substitute a useless fake for the precious solution many would describe as an epitome of life itself. There's a group of... Oh, right! Yes, that's right. Okay, so there's a group of worms in the cemetery who are creating a fake panacea and selling it to people. Ripping out people's hearts, producing some sort of drug. They do it right there, supposedly in front of everybody. And this doesn't work, supposedly. And so we need to figure out who's... find them, kill them, or stop them from doing this, or find out who gave them the order to do this. And so we have to... This makes it sound like, by the way, that we're going into the cemetery today. So I'm really looking forward to that. The only thing about the cemetery I know is that the soundtrack to it is pretty great. I like it. There's lots of screams in it, and that is... I haven't heard something like that since the Fleshworks in Grim Dawn. So looking forward to stepping foot in that place and seeing just how bad it is. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock. In real life, 7:37 at night. Okay. I suppose we're walking around. We should try to visit everyone's home. In case that very thing happens. Alright, hold on. I need to despawn the rat. Oh, while we're here, we'll take a look at the drug person. Hello, drug person. We have enough drugs for this. Anna Angel is sick. She has the plague. There is an executor outside her home. So let's go and keep her alive. This person is sick. No, don't blame yourself. That's not your fault. One of your rival counterparts must have overlooked them or left them on purpose. So in other words, the change in your army decided let this person die. Nevertheless, no entry. It's under quarantine. I keep a sorrowful watch. Can't they be helped? Even being one of the bound, they're just ordinary people. They can be cured, just like any other. You are the healer here. It's your area of expertise. All right. I'll try to think of something. And we have that something. That something is monomasamine. All right, we just saved your life, Anna. That's a nice... Well, we didn't save your life. We're keeping you alive at the moment.
Life is hard.
You ain't kidding. Isn't that the truest statement of 2020? Well, sorry to have bothered you. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, and she has nothing new to tell us. Okay. So, while we're here, let's visit Andre Stomatin and the tavern. And then... Oh, I'm nowhere where I wanted to be, Tim. You wanted to be south, towards Olgimsky the Heavy. I guess what we'll do is this. We'll swing past Andre, the pub. We'll give a drug to Alexander, and then we'll swing south. I should also check Yulia and Lara to make sure that there's no executors in front of their homes, though. Sir, coffee. Coffee now. You have a silver ring. I could use one of those. You have a bracelet. I have one of those as well. As long as I have the things already, I really don't mind picking up more of them because they stack. And that gives me more purchasing power.
To talk about.
You're correct. There's nothing to talk about. It gives me more purchasing power with the kids. So now I'm keeping 2 people alive every day, I think, right? Anna, Angel, and Subarov. Let's go around the front entrance. I need to find a girl. I need a girl. I need a girl, and I need children. Yup. There's something most men don't want to say. All right, so let's... Butchers and a rat. I'm going to despawn the rat if I can run in here. The butchers are not hostile. Hello, sir. You have any food? Bread. Only $7.78 today. I mean, that's still astronomical compared to what bread was when we first arrived, only 33 bucks. But still, bread is worth buying. It heals almost as much as meat does when it comes to your hunger meter. That's interesting. I guess it makes sense that the butchers are out, doesn't it? There's no more infection, supposedly, in the cemetery. So they've been allowed out to walk around town. Do you think there's some immunity to the drug? No, there can't be, right? Oh, maybe well, everyone who gets sick just dies. Or the vast majority of people who get sick die. Like 99% of the people. Soborov has been kept alive another day.
My chest hurts.
That sucks. My head hurt the other day, which is why I ended up in the hospital. Oh, speaking of the other day, everyone, just in case you didn't see it, but I would imagine people who are actively watching this video probably did, I have a survey out at the moment on SurveyMonkey. I have a video up on my channel about it, uploaded a few days ago. I'm asking for your votes to determine what games I play next, because I don't really know which one I should focus on. And so there's 7 categories and 4 games in each of those categories. Whichever game wins from each category will be the one that I play. So if you haven't voted, go ahead and do so. The voting will end Saturday night at midnight, though I might close it a little earlier than that. I may end up closing the vote around 11 o'clock or so that day. The way that it's worked for me in the past is I tend to get like all the votes, or the vast majority of the votes happen the day I upload the video. And then I might get like 2 or 3 more votes a day later. Now, I've already checked the voting for it, and 66 people have voted in it. That's amazing. That is far more than any other survey I have put up there. And yes, I saw the rat. We're gonna run around it. Nice try, rat. It's right behind me. Yep. like that the rats also ignore everyone but me. Like, it's the doctor! Get him! I'm the only one they care about. That's it. Just me. Just me. Yeah, so make sure you vote. Again, I have 60 votes. I did check on who's winning so far. No hints, but it's pretty incredible to see what people want me to play, and there's a good amount of variety as well. What people want.
It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
You have stayed. I'm surprised. I was sure you'd take the first opportunity to leave this place. No, I like it here. The place grew on me. I don't think the Inquisitor would let us leave. We're gonna rest for just 1 hour to get our exhaustion down a little bit. Oh, that didn't really lower it at all. I guess I should rest for 2 hours if I'm gonna rest. Oh, Vlad. We want to talk with Vlad. Alright, let's see if he can tell us what was inside that well. Probably not. I don't even know if he knows his son knows about the well.
The girl is fine, but the boy... the boy's unbearable.
I can't tell if he's talking about his children, or if he's talking about the changeling and the Harospecs. My path was long and hard. Is it true that you've covered for your son? What is this slanderous rubbish? I know everything. Drop the act. Why on earth would I cover for him? It was he, not you, who locked up the cemetery, while fully aware of the epidemic. Wasn't it? My boy was absolutely in the right. Naturally, he was at a loss. His decision was too radical. He couldn't inform everyone because... it was just that kind of day. You lot came to cloud us when it was already too late. We knew by then that unlocking the cemetery would mean destroying the town. He's correct. If the infection was there and they knew it was there with proof and evidence, then unlocking it and letting everyone run out of there would mean infecting the town with thousands of other workers, at least hundreds, right? And that would spread the... would that spread the infection? Yes. Yes, it would. Right? We've seen that disease carriers can infect other people. And so, more the town would get sick, it would spread more rapidly, the town would be decimated. I'd be surprised if anyone survived. They did do the right thing, in my opinion. And yet, you decided to take the fall for him. As if the fall was obligatory. His hand was forced, and then his mouth was shut. He had no choice. He cared for me, in his own way. He did exactly like I taught him. And so I did my best to care for him when it was my turn. What are you going to do now? I'm responsible for everything. Since the day I learned of his actions, from him personally, if I might add, I remain responsible for them. Well, it's your choice. Technically, I guess Vlad the Heavy could have overruled his son if he really wanted to. But I think they did the right thing. I really do. How are we looking? Okay. I'm a little nervous. If we go into the cemetery, like that... Right, the cemetery is... Granted, it's not the abattoir, which is good, right? That's good. What the heck is going on? Okay. There we go. I had to use the mouse wheel. Yeah, the cemetery is pretty big, but at least it's not the abattoir, which is massive. I can't imagine what it would look like inside there. I think we're going in here today, which I've mentioned already. So, anyway, I'm nervous because of my exhaustion, so I need to make sure I carry enough coffee rounds on me, and bandages to make up for that coffee, if it comes down to it. Can I buy even more food? I should. I should. My rations are in... The rations I own are obviously in my stash, in my room, and I am nowhere close to that at the moment, and I somehow don't think we're going back there. Probably should be using this. Oh, hello, Angel of Death. You can float around over there. Alright, so we're going to Vlad the Younger. And based on what he says... Oh, I meant to swing up and check Yulia and Lara, and I never did that. I instead went directly south and took the bridge to Olgimsky. I hate when I go on autopilot like that. What time is it? 10 o'clock. My goodness, time's going by fast. Vlad?
Changeling knows something. Or she was promised something.
So this is the person who's responsible for turning the Lotaeri into a mass grave. Who told you that? That's not important. What's important is whether I'm going to relay that to the Inquisitor. No use denying it now. I knew that the truth would come out when the Lotaeri is unlocked. I just hoped I would have time before that. No such luck, I suppose. So you did your best to conceal this, huh? Perhaps you know more about the plague than you show as well. What is with this well of yours? I did indeed hide a certain crime I committed. And I believe that something nasty was indeed dug up and bred deadly bacteria. The only snag here is that those two insightful observations are not connected in any fashion. So you knew the bacteria originates underground, and you never told me. I don't know anything for sure. Moreover, I found nothing to support that theory. The earth in the well is clean, and the deeper I dig, the denser and denser it becomes. Pure sand and solid white clay. But why didn't you tell me of your suspicions? Because if my theory proved to be correct, we would have had no choice but to raise the town's residential districts, wipe out everything between the abattoir and the Gorkon. Why in the world? Over the years, the people have bored countless holes into the ground. All for naught, they always hit a layer of compacted clay. The town is full of those dead-end burrows, these underground creep holes. Who would ever believe that they all came to solid rock, like a prisoner's tunnel comes to a brick wall? That's not good enough reason to give that order. I can't peek inside your head now, can I? Perhaps you wouldn't issue that order. But in general... but the general, who's arriving here with his forces tomorrow, wouldn't listen to you mumbling that it's nothing more than a theory. He'd just do it. I think what he's saying is that the general, if he finds out this is the case, he would just destroy the entire town. Like artillery fire? He is like an artillery group, right? So they set up their forces outside of town, bomb the town to smithereens, blowing up everything except for the abattoir and the cemetery, and move on out. Disease and everyone who was infected slaughtered. Build a new town, forbid anyone from digging into the earth. Keep the Blow Project running. Perhaps you're not far from the truth. Can you swear to me that there was nothing in the well? On your family's honor? Yes. You can have a sample and analyze it if you will. A sample of sand and clay. If it's necessary, I can even call my people and have them dig it up again. But honestly, you're going to need a deeper hole than that. I don't understand what the difference is between these two. Why am I asking to get into the abattoir? And this seems like an insult and or an end of the conversation. I wish I saved the game before I did this. No need for that. How can I get into the abattoir? I've only been there 4 times in my life. The only way in for me has always been through the cemetery. Every morning a crowd of workmen comes out of it, walks between the buildings, and is swallowed up by the abattoir's main entrance. The one they call the Gorge. Taichi could always open and close it himself, but now he's dead, and you're out of luck. A crowd of workmen comes out of it, walks between the buildings, and is swallowed up by the abattoir's main entrance, the Gorge. Yes, I'm aware of that. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this, everyone. We can see that the town has, like... It's like there's little... like little hairs or veins running into the ground. You know what? Suddenly, this looks like a boil on someone's skin. Like, this is their skin. These cracks we see are hair. This raised section is actually like a pustule. And this is like a series of like insects burrowed into the person's skin. It's like this world is alive in more ways than one. Maybe the disease is the body's way, like maybe it's actually not a disease so much as a immune reaction trying to kill the people who are the actual disease. That'd be an interesting twist. The first block of the cemetery. The way to the abattoir is through the cemetery. Its dwellers know how to get in and out. Okay, looks like we're going... Okay, well, we knew we were going to the cemetery anyway. Now it's more or less official. Oh, okay. No problem. The road into the abattoir will have to pass through the cemetery. Superintendent Taichik is dead, and the overall state of affairs is best described as absolute anarchy. Nevertheless, I am certain that someone will have to accept the burden of authority sooner or later. Whoever it will be, he will allow me passage into the bowels of the earth. Okay. So we have to find the leader who's there. That's not Taichik any longer, right? Okay, so be it. Alright, so what's the plan now, Tim? Stop and think. Okay, let's head up back past Bad Grief. Actually, why, Tim? You've already visited Bad Grief and Reuben today. There's no reason to go back there. Don't do that. But you are going the wrong way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to... No, you're going the right way. I want to go and take the railway today. I want to follow the tracks, because that will let me avoid most of the disease lying around town. I guess we should wear the clothes. Oops. A little longer. How these holding up, by the way? 91, okay, still 91%. Alright, so let's take the railway. If we're lucky, we'll find a girl walking around who can repair our clothes, or someone who can repair our scalpel. We did use it just ever so briefly. But we probably won't. We definitely won't see anyone on the tracks. I'm hoping that when we pop up around the warehouse district, maybe we'll find someone walking around there that we can talk to. And I guess we shouldn't keep our clothes on. Hello, sir. I want to barter. You have food, but I've only got, I think, 3... I have only 3 purchasing power. It's not enough for any of the food you have. I'm kind of nervous again about that cemetery. I don't think I'm looking forward to walking into that place. This is gonna be dangerous. We have plenty. Well, okay. Well, hold on, Tim. What do you know about that cemetery? So we know that it is supposedly free of the plague. So I shouldn't have to use one of my. I shouldn't have to use one of my vaccines. Blue or white can still be held onto by me. So that would be good. I'll still take a bunch of immunity boosters before I walk in, just in case that's a lie, right? People lie to us about it seems to be everything these days. Let's walk down. Might find a workman somewhere around here. And everything else there's those 3 crates I want to search. Oh, okay. We have a chance for some more bandages as well. That's always good. Hello, sir. Let's see, what have you got? No bandages on you. Not even a tourniquet. Let's see, nothing. Tourniquet bottle. Nothing. It occurs to me how, when I first started playing this game, how enthralled I was with the atmosphere of the game. Like, it wasn't creepy, but it was off-putting in a way. Very thematic for the fall season, Halloween, given the fog, the way the lights turn on at night and so on, that we walked outside, the leaves falling. Oh, nothing's damaged? I thought we used our scalpel. I guess we did not. You seem to be far from desperate, good sir. Hell yeah. The sanitary train's arriving soon, they say. It'll bring medicine and take the sick away to be cured. If only we could last till it comes. And when does it come, I wonder? Soon, Pop. There will be a train for you all soon. Oh, right, we've already talked with everyone about everything we want to talk to them about today. I'm gonna walk... Oh, a girl! A girl, stop! Sound like Animal from the Muppets. Girl, woman! Woman, stop! I need you. I need you in my life right now. Yes! Can you share my clothes? Share my clothes? Can you mend my clothes? Alright, very good. Wait, did I click the right button? I did. Perfect! Perfect. Okay, so... Yep, let's head up this way to the cemetery. So I'm expecting... I should not... Ooh, that's a rat, Tim. I didn't see you, though. I'm expecting there to be a bunch of butchers and worms in the cemetery. I'm expecting maybe there's pockets of disease still around in it as well, like clouds, because those don't seem to attack anyone else but me. But, you know, for that matter, the rats also don't attack anyone else but me. You guys notice that? They completely ignore everyone else. The guards are ignored. What the heck? That was a giant flash for a second. I'm gonna despawn that rat. Oh, this is a shop. Hello, sir. Food shop. We'll spend some more money on food. We'll take another smoked meat. So there are a lot of you around here today. So the only way I can think of to enter the cemetery would be up where the hunchback was, which is why we're swinging up in this direction. I don't think there's any beds or anything of the sort I can use up here to give me a little bit of rest before we go in. So here we go, everyone. Actually, let's search this barrel really quick first before we go in. Do I want to visit Sticky? Ooh, some decent stuff. No, I think we'll be okay. All right, let's see if this is how we get into it. 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock. Is that the abattoir entrance? Looks like it to me. Hello, guys. Oh, okay, this is it. We're allowed in. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Dead everywhere. People look like they're still sick as well. I don't know if this place is free of the disease. Oh my goodness, a giant... must be a giant net and posts holding, I guess, a pile of meat? Or maybe dead bodies together there. Waiting for it all to be burnt, right? None of the meat that this place would have produced can probably be eaten. That's right, the butchers don't speak our language, so we can't communicate with them. It's at this point, everyone, that I realize I don't really know where I'm going. This is one of those times where a little bit of foreknowledge would have been really handy. Like, there's some instances in games where knowing where exactly to go, especially if you're timed, is really handy. And a game like this would, if you know what you're supposed to do, that will really cut down the amount of what you see me doing right now, which is pointless wandering around because I'm not seeing anything that looks out of place. Oh, those moans. This is fantastic. I should use this music for Halloween next year. I guess we'll search this side as well before we go upstairs. That's suspicious. Okay, this must be where they're making the drug. Oh my god. They take the heart out of the person and then they grind it up in that. Wow. Peace to you, Onion. Peace to you. Live and let live, so say the wise. Here you are, you can of worms. So can I place an order? You're more than welcome. We're not asking much, merely 30,000. But for you, Onion, it's free. Dead ghoul, never better. All the rot comes out, all the evil hexes come off. Oh yes, my good man. So you're using my method, is that it? Peddling your filth under my name, you scum! Aye, Onion, have mercy, let us be. We won't sell anything anymore, won't cook the ghoul. You let us live, you don't turn us into the mother. We tell you an interesting something then. You will be pleased. Speak then. If I like what I hear, I won't give you away. We're guilty. The booze son is twice as guilty. We just fool around and mess about. He's buying up the real panacea. Bought it from everyone who got one from Barak. Took from everyone. Has it for himself. Shoot him, Onion. Threaten him. Rob him. Take his panacea for yourself. Thank us. Where did he get real panacea? Only Barak can make panacea. Only Barak knows the lines. Barak gave his vials to Budur's children, gave to the booze. The booze son took it all to sell to evil people, to bloodsuckers, for iron and gold. Have mercy on us, Onion. Let us go, never again, until the earth takes us back. Fine. I'll tell Mother about this room, though. You have half an hour to get lost for good. Well, would you look at that? Vlad the Younger has entered the Panacea market. The man won't let a single penny pass his purse. It occurs to me that he is no better than Bad Grief. I need to find out how he set up his trade. Could the worms be trying to frame him for their own profiteering? That's quite possible. While we're here, though, we'll continue to try to attempt our quest. Looks like there's no other doors on this side. I really should have killed them instead to stop them from selling this drug. We'll see if they're still there 30 minutes from now, assuming I find the mother that they're talking about. My goodness, this is where the people live, everyone. There's like no beds. There's no beds, there's no chairs, there's just mats on the floor. Oh, we can't go up anymore. Okay, that's interesting. I guess the other side we could have. Darn it. See, wasting lots of time walking around the cemetery. And we have to make it to the abattoir, everyone, in order to find some of that earth we're looking for. Oh, Tim, you alright. We already walked in all these rooms before. We gotta go upstairs. But we can't go upstairs? Oh, we can't. Wait, what? Oh, wait, maybe we haven't been here before. I don't remember all these torches being lit. Hold on, I'm gonna quick save again. I'm gonna reload if I don't find a way over to the cemetery. There must be someone else we have to talk to. Yeah, you've explored all these rooms before, Tim. Oh, what the heck? Hello? Now that's interesting. We've seen her before as well.
What is this? What's going on? Who was screaming?
Tai Cheek is a little girl? She doesn't look like she's older than 8. This is their leader? Here he is. Here he comes. Listen, everyone. This is the doctor. He came from outside. Will you do me a favor? First of all, what are you doing here? This is no place for a little girl. I'm not a little girl. I'm the Mother Superior. How old are you? My daddy was in charge here. Now I'm in charge, because he's dead. So who cares if I'm little or not? Was your daddy a commandant of the Stoss house? My daddy was the Father Superior of the Butchers. He safeguarded everyone who lives here and took care of them. He's dead now, and everyone's sick. It's because I'm still little. Do you guard everyone around here too? I don't guard. I safeguard, yes, because I'm the Mother Superior. Is there anything I can do for you? Will you bring me the person who got us all locked in here when everybody got sick? And what would happen to that person? Well, I want to ask him why he had us locked up, and then ask him some more. It doesn't take a genius to see that you're going to kill him. No, we're not going to kill him. We'll take him. I refuse. If you do what I'm asking of you, I'll open the passage to the abattoir for you. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. I instinctively want to say the second, but I'm pretty sure we failed today's quest. I don't think we'll find another way into the abattoir if I decide not to go through with this. This is also the Mother Superior, so I need to talk to her about the worms. Oh, that's just an aside. I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with my current dilemma. Okay. Our objective is to find this disease at all costs, to beat it. We need to find out where it originates from. The Inquisitor wants to know. We would probably tell her about Vlad anyway, and she could probably still have him killed or force him to go here as punishment for what he did in locking this place up. Especially if she discovers, and I have no reason to believe she wouldn't, from Vlad the Younger, that she would need to send someone here anyway. So, no matter what, he needs to answer for what he's done. And if he's as persuasive with these people as he was to me, maybe he can convince them not to kill him. But look at her face. She's totally going to... you can raise your eyebrows all you like. I know you're going to kill him. That changes things. Wait here. I'll be back. What remains of the kin, those who were so large in number, but are now regrettably scarce, still follow the whims of one little girl. This little girl now demands the surrender of whoever caused the wholesale death that took place in the cemetery. Her intentions are clear. But what am I to do next? That is the question. Really quick, can I talk to her about the worms? I'm also going to quick save.
They never show me anything. They won't let me outside.
You've got a stain on your nose. I just want to have a little chat with you. Please tell your servants to relax. They are not servants. They keep me out of harm's way. Fine. Were you here when the epidemic broke out? Epidemic? When people began to get sick and die. Of course I was here. If not for me, everyone who's upstairs would also be sick and dead. I was here, so there wasn't a Mother Superior in the other building. That's why everyone's dead there. Are the people upstairs alive? When we knock on the ceiling, they say they're about to come down and make us all regret this. Regret what exactly? I don't know, but it's terribly scary. They're very, very angry with us. They want to get back at us. Let them stay where they are. Why are they angry? Because we didn't feed them. They locked themselves away on purpose. We didn't make them to. It's their own fault, not mine. Definitely not yours. I'm going to talk with her again.
So, the lady that came here decided to look into the abattoir. Nothing good will come out of this.
Talia, I want the abattoir passage to be unlocked immediately. Passage closed. It's forbidden to go there today. Why? It's dangerous inside. That's fine. I'm not afraid. But I am. It is not to be opened. Today is a festive day. There's a beast inside. What? It is not to be talked about. Go away. You've asked many questions already. All right, I'm leaving. All right, so much for demanding we get inside. Doesn't sound like even if we send whatchamacallit here, though, that she'll let us in. Well, we have to talk with Vlad the Younger for perhaps 2 reasons. Oh no, what the heck is this? Note from Ian. Strange guests are walking all around your house. I am uneasy around them. Please come back soon. Ian. Oh, you're kidding me. 12 o'clock, and we now might have a reason to go back to Eva's. That's all the way exactly on the other side of town, as far away from this location as it could possibly get. How are we doing this, Tim? How are we doing this? Okay, so... Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, through the looted district, over this bridge, we'll swing by and look at Yulia and Lara and make sure there's no executor outside their home. We'll take this bridge over here and we'll go to Eva's. Then we swing back around here to visit Vlad the Younger again. That will be the plan. It's going to take 2 hours of in-game time to do that. We have about 15 minutes left, which will... Oh, do I want to... I want to avoid fighting if I can. Oh, you do. You want to avoid fighting, Tim. You're on a time limit. You haven't yet completed today's quest. There's no reason to kill bandits. You have plenty of money. You don't need another dagger. Priorities. Get them straight. Now, if 2 of them were lined up, I would take a shot with the rifle. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't have to use the rifle inside the abattoir. The cemetery. I'd be a little nervous about how much trouble we'd be in if I did so. You know what? Since we're right here at Sticky's house as well, let's go ahead and say hello to Sticky. Oh, you know what? Sticky does have a bed. Oh, but we can't sleep on that one.
Every Joker's one step away from being a goner.
That's the case for just about everyone, Sticky. As someone who has almost died several times for health reasons, I can tell you that you are literally 2 seconds away from death at every point in your life. You have any pins on you, sir? You have a pin? You have a fish hook as well. Oh, but you know what? I can't even buy the fish hook. We don't have any inventory space for it. I'm so tempted to sell the kerosene. We haven't needed to use it at all yet. Even the cemetery was a bit brighter. Well, it was bright, and so I didn't need it while we were in there. I did... Yes, we already gave a monomycin to that guy. To the executor outside of Subarov's. That's so cool to see butchers walking around town now. I think this was something that was an ordinary experience every day. I'm calling them butchers. These are people who live in the abattoir. That little girl's gonna go running once the rat sees me and charges her. And I wouldn't mind having a bullet or 2. Hello, little girl. You have none. You have nothing I'm interested in. Darn that guy. I want to make it across that bridge. Alright, go. I wonder if Dishonored, I think I mentioned this before, took some, what's what I'm looking for? Some ideas from this game. Because they're infected also charge you, right? And try to vomit on you. Oh, Tim, you ran the wrong way. You don't really know. Now, if Yulia is sick. Darn it. And I don't need the girl. Where am I? Do I do it? No. If Yulia's sick, she's gonna die, Tim. So, actually, none of my bound are... None of my bound have any gray on them, so I should assume they're not sick. But Yulia's not one of your bound. Yulia's not one of your bound. Is that correct? Peter Samatin, all the Canes, the Samatins, Eva. Yeah, she's not one of your bound, Tim. Technically, you don't need to care about her then. She's not someone you need to keep alive. Lara has no executor in front of her house. Tim, you are doing this all sorts of wrong. Actually, no, we're not. Okay, we're going the right way. And you're correct, Tim. It's going to take you about 2 hours at least to do this. Nice try, Plague. Oh, I see a little girl. She might have a Schmouder. That would be difficult to purchase with what I have, I think, though. Ah! Hello, little one. No Schmouders. She does have Gamma tablets, but I'm not willing to trade pins for those. Switching to our pistol in case there are hostiles inside Eva Yan's house. And we'll go ahead and wear our clothes. I'm already wearing my clothes. How's my immunity level? Could use another beta tablet. Nice try, rat. Sorry, Plague. Just gonna ignore you, rat. We're gonna avoid that plague cloud. 1 o'clock. Let's try to avoid the rat as well. Oh my god, people just in the streets in pain. That is so sad. The amount of pain I was in the other day, everyone, was unreal. I had a headache unlike any other I've ever had in my life. It felt like a trolley horse in the back of my head and neck. It was incredibly painful. Hello. Dogheads. What a lovely lady. She welcomed us. She talked with us. Children are not allowed to be in contact with the kin people, you know. Forbidden fruit and all that. It is the sweetest one. I'd rather prefer Eva Yan in her stead. That's the truth. And who might these petitioners be? Petitioners indeed. Well, see, we've heard all about your efforts, so well, we decided to set up embassy here. We've been told all about your plan to sterilize us all. What? Who told you this drivel? Wrong wording, I guess? I meant curing us, making us healthy? That is, distributing protective pills, wiping us with spirits, gargle and mouthwash if you please, bathe your feet like a good kid you are, to avoid the infection and stuff. Ah, I see. Yes, well, the thought honestly didn't cross my mind. They were in the polyhedron. They were completely safe there. Uncle Bachelor, we don't need vaccine. The order was the Inquisitors, but you'll be held responsible. Don't. It'll be a simple waste of precious medicine. Better give it to our families. We're all healthy up there, and healthy we will remain. Hand on heart. What is that supposed to mean, young man? Our tower is magical. It protects us from the outside world. Everybody knows that, duh. And we're like... See, if you care about us so much, better bring us some dry blue fire that doesn't burn paper. You've come from another place, after all. Do they have that kind of fire there? Dang it. I think I've misplaced my piece. Sorry. Too bad. We were so sure you'd give us magical fire. Real fire can damage our tower, you see. Who can vouch that there are indeed no infected children in the tower? I've swallowed that bait once already. Oh, just ask anyone. Even Capella. Yeah, go pay her a visit. She doesn't believe in the tower's miracles at all, but she'll provide you with all the proof, all right. She wouldn't lie, after all, which means her testimony is the most reliable one, I guess. Indeed, she seemed like a very reasonable young lady to me. Alright, to Capella we go. How are you holding up, Ian? Okay, you're fine. Well, that wasn't at all what I expected. I wasn't expecting the dog heads to show up. Alright, so let's double... So we'll go talk with Vlad the Younger, and then we'll wrap up this session, I think, everyone. And Tim, you really should not be doing that. That's the last bin you search. It only takes a few, like a minute of time to search that, but that all adds up. You're done with that today. Though if we'll still trade because time has paused when we're talking with the kids, or with anyone for that matter. And so I wouldn't mind getting some more of that drug from them, the antibiotics. Yes, I want that, and I want your revolver ammo. So we'll trade you a pin, the necklace, and 1 silver ring for that, and the pistol round. Hold up there, young lady. Let's see, what do you have? Oh, you have the same thing. You know what? I want the same thing. So we'll trade... Oh, but I don't have the same purchasing power. That's 6. I do have the same amount. So we can trade for another pistol round and another drug. Perfect. I think that gives us 12 of the antibiotic. So that will be... There's 3 days left. That's 6 total pills left to spend. That gives us 6 more pills left. We can probably keep... I'm going to guess we can keep 4 people alive with the antibiotic till day 12. Oh, but Tim, I think they might need to survive till day 13. You might be a little short. Well, let's save the game. Let's talk with Vlad the Younger. Vlad?
Have you heard? The military arrives tomorrow.
So, you haven't left. That certainly does you credit. Well, I found the worm poison makers, but they told me that you, Master Vlad, have also dabbled in the panacea black market. Yes. When I learned that Barak had concocted a panacea, I decided to completely seize the flow of goods. That's how the informers came to know. I requested it on purpose. Make no mistake, this isn't about greed. I simply thought it would be prudent to control this market. One would emerge anyway. Wow, both answers. So, okay. So he's basically saying that if he hadn't done it, someone else would. That then alludes to that he has... What's what we're looking for? I can't pronounce it. He desires to keep it maybe at like as low as possible in order that no one's taking too much of an extreme advantage selling this for like hundreds of thousands of credits and mixing in bad panaceas with good panaceas because he only maybe has good ones. So I guess he would be the... That is, I guess, kind of noble, especially if he spent a lot of his own money to try to do this. But of course he... Well, I don't know if he's turning a profit or not. I don't know if he is. And it looks like we can only insult him in one of 2 ways. So we can say he never cared about the bound, he was only ever concerned about money, or we can say that he's a liar and I don't trust him, right? So let's go with the second one. Oh, and to think I almost believed you. I even regretted thinking you a cynical man. It seems my own reputation will take a while to get rid of. Your knowledge is outdated, Bachelor. Things have changed. I have changed. This morning I wanted to seize the Panacea black market. So I bought up everything that Barak has made and distributed, and I gave away all that I had bought. No money. Well, a little money so that it wouldn't look like I'm offering a donation. I gave it all to the bound. The ones who needed it the most, in my opinion. Those who nearly died because of me. Who? I promise to keep your name secret. I'm wary of Clara, you see. She's good at getting what she needs from people, both words and things. Well, one of them is Mark Immortel. He's not hiding it, but the situation is different. He's running a plague house, after all. But you have spared at least one for yourself, I hope. Haven't you? I need neither money nor protection from death now. The latter because I want to give the plague the opportunity to punish me for my acts. And the former, please spare me your mockery, is because I now aspire to something. Call me sentimental. I won't reveal it. I don't want to scare the dream away. You've given me serious food for thought. Thank you. If Vlad the Younger's words are to be believed, Mark Immortel is one of the people who received the panacea from him. The emissaries from the tower request that I leave the tower and residents alone, as if I was pestering them all this while. They say that everything is perfectly well inside the tower, and that the Ogimski's daughter will confirm it. This serves more to increase my suspicions than curb them. Only yesterday, the same kind of assurances were offered with regards to the cemetery. I need to speak with Capella. Yes, people do change a lot. Before, I was convinced that this man was beyond salvation. I thought nothing less than death could make the leopard change its spots. I see a new man before me now. His former self has died, but not before he gave the entirety of his panacea stock to Mark Immortel. Alright, everyone, so we'll stop here, and I'm going to ask for your opinion on what I should do. I'll wait to record this, so a day after this goes up, so I can maybe get a response or two from people who watch this. I know I don't have many viewers watching this series so late in it. But then again, I am a very small YouTube channel, so I shouldn't expect a lot of opinions. But if you got an idea of what I should do, this would be a good time to tell me what your opinions, and I'll take them in consideration when I record again to make the decision. Because a part of me wants to tell Vlad not to go to the girl, and I'll just risk one of my bound getting sick rather than having him die. We could instead maybe run up to Mark Immortel and see if he's telling the truth to confirm whether or not I send him to the cemetery, but I'm a little worried that because that requires me running back to Mark Immortel and then running back down here, and that will take about an hour of in-game time to do, and we're running out of time to get today's quest done. So those are my current thoughts. So let me know what you think, and if you don't, that's fine too. I'll go ahead and make the decision as I would normally, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.